You're not going to believe this. I don't understand how this is a headline in the year 2026. Folks, I welcome you into Cardinals Today, presented by Prize Picks. I'm your host, Joey O'Donohue. And we got to talk about Jacoby Brissett and the fact that he is holding out. This is why you subscribe. When the Cardinals get any news, I run to make a video and cover you guys with the news. Also, rumors on what they're going to do here, and we've got some related to the NFL draft at the end of the show. So, whenever they do anything, we make a video. If you're a Cardinals fan, hit the subscribe button. It's free. This is the place for you. NFL insider Ian Rappaport says sources, Jacoby Brissett is not attending phase 1 of the offseason program and is asking for an extension that pays him as the starter. Brissett, set to make $9 million in 2026, only has $1.5 million in guaranteed money, and he wants some security. Arizona appears willing to address it. I've never once thought I would get this notification on my phone today in 2026, folks, that Jacoby Brissett is trying to get extended as the starter. And Ian Rappaport adds that when asked if Jacoby Brissett is his starting quarterback, Monty Osford said yesterday the team's not really naming anybody. We'll see how that room works by the time we get to August. And what really happens, what really this feels like, everybody knows the Cardinals are playing for their quarterback in 2027 and probably drafting Ty Simpson. All right. And so this kind of feels like a push from Jacoby Brissett and his agent. They know the Cardinals view him as just a bridge, and he wants to try to get paid, make more money, be a starter. But who does Jacoby Brissett think he is? Does he think he's like Josh Allen? This Jacoby Brissett went 1-11 with him as the starter last year. The stats were decent. That's because they came in garbage time and started accumulating those stats, okay? If you watch the games were over for the most part. I don't understand the merit, the ground to stand on that Jacoby Brissett should be extended as the starting quarterback. And quite frankly, they don't need this drama. They really don't. Honestly, it would be best if they could just trade Brissett right now. Try to get a pick for him. You don't need this. Obviously, you're drafting Ty Simpson, and you're looking at a different quarterback next year if Simpson's not the guy. You sign Gardner Minshew, fine. Honestly, if Brissett's unhappy and is going to make, cause this drama, as much as it would be nice to have him as a bridge quarterback, he's not that much better than Gardner Minshew. He's better than Minshew, but not that much. He's a really good backup. That's what Jacoby Brissett is. He's not the future. It's not worth the time for Arizona. Honestly, they might even end up cutting him at this point. It's only a $2 million cap hit to do so. Again, ideally, a trade would go down, and I think the Cardinals would be able to call Brissett's bluff. Plus, as of right now, he would be the starter. If you look at the quarterback room on your screen, I don't know what he's complaining about. And where else would he get a starting job? It's only here. But it definitely tells me that the Cardinals are eyeing Ty Simpson, and Brissett in the camp know that, and they're trying to get some money out of it. So I got to know your one-word reaction to this news. The first thing that you thought of, your one-word reaction, hearing Brissett is holding out. 33-year-old Jacoby Brissett has never been a starter. He's holding out to start and get extended at 33. I was genuinely shocked, appalled. So I need yours in the comment section. Now, we're going to talk about a report we just got about the Cardinals and Ty Simpson and some more about Brissett and the contract details and what this could mean for Arizona. If you're a diehard Cardinals fan, stick around. But let's also talk about the app that I can't get enough of, and that is Prize Picks. The best place to win cash while watching sports. Playoff basketball is here, big golf tournaments, baseball is underway if you're old school. And personally, I just love sports and I love making daily fantasy lineups. You guys can follow me on the app to see all of my lineups. At JoeyOD1. That's the username. Get the picks before they even get posted here on the show. You can also follow your friends, share lineups with each other, or explore your favorite celebrity lineups. The one I'm rocking with, $20 to win $115 if Desmond Bain has more than 20 points, LaMelo Ball more than 7.5 assists, and Steph Curry more than 4.5 three-pointers made. Curry just made 7 threes in his last game, and Bain scored 34. So, you guys can do the same thing. It's really easy to use the app. Just pick more or less on a few player stats and lock in your lineup. And a new user offer. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code HMA to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. The link is in the comment section and description of today's video, and that is code HMA to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. ESPN's Josh Weinfuss said this has been a possibility for months that Jacoby Brissett would be holding out, not showing up, trying to get more money. I don't get it. I don't know who he thinks he is. But another thing that Weinfuss broke down for all of us is some key information about Brissett's contract. Number one, his base salary for 2026 is currently scheduled to be $4.88 million. All right, and so $1.5 million of that is fully guaranteed on the 5th day of the league year. So of course they wait until after some of it's guaranteed already. Now you're gonna make the big scene. He could earn up to $510,000 in bonuses for every game that he's active. So again, I think the agent and Brissett, they're just trying to get money. That's what this all is all about, guys. What do they say? Follow the money. That's what they're trying to do. And he could earn up to $2 million in incentives. Again, playing incentives. And so Brissett probably doesn't want to ride the bench all year for the Arizona Cardinals if they draft Ty Simpson and start him week 1. But again, I don't know where he'd get other starting opportunities. Brissett would actually be in the mix to start here and probably would start the first few games, So let's see if they call his bluff. But the other implication of this, the turn in the quarterback room, Daniel Jeremiah says Ty Simpson in Arizona feels inevitable. Not using the word likely, not using the word my prediction, inevitable. You can book it, folks. We know what's happening. It's the worst kept secret in the NFL right now that Ty Simpson is going to be drafted by the Arizona Cardinals. He's the only team I hear linked to him anymore. They're the only team. Jeremy Fowler the other day said in league circles, Simpson has been linked to Arizona more than any other team. He might just be there for you in the second round. Heck, probably not the third round, but at this rate, this is where we're headed. I even heard a report from Albert Breer that Ty Simpson is seeming to have this sort of Shedeur Sanders type slide where everybody thought he would be a first rounder, and all of a sudden, I don't see who takes Simpson in the first round unless it's Arizona. And they could probably get him in the second now. Adam Schefter, when the Cardinals officially, it was reported that they met with Simpson, Schefter was like, that's an intriguing visit. And then Ian Rappaport said, that's one to keep an eye on. They're just messing with us. This is all the insiders know what's happening. It's obvious that Simpson is mentioned with the Cardinals more than anybody else. So if Ty Simpson becomes a Cardinal, is that good news? Is that bad news? Well, I do think it's high of a pick to use on Ty Simpson. I'm going to be honest with you guys here. But what I would say about his game in the scouting report is he's got solid processing. He moves around the pocket well. Sound mechanics. He's accurate when kept clean. There's a key right there, though. Kept clean. So that first pick has to be offensive line. It better not be Ty Simpson. And then banking on his impressive play in the first 9 games of the season before he started battling some injuries and the play diminished. But, those numbers were really good, especially the first 9 games. He was looking like the better quarterback, and then obviously he took a little bit of a drop-off, but he finished with 30 total touchdowns and 5 interceptions. NFL draft analyst Dane Brugler describes Ty Simpson like this. Simpson has the command and process of an NFL quarterback, but he needs valuable experience to be more efficient in his reads, better understand what is open, what isn't. He projects as a low-level NFL starter with the ceiling of a mid-level starter and floor of a backup. It's not the answer. That doesn't sound like the franchise-changing answer now, does it? And even though the numbers were good last year, there is something to be said about only starting 15 games in college football. There's not a good track record of quarterbacks that start 15 games, go in the first round, and go on to have successful NFL careers. You don't see that. You don't. And so Ty Simpson, to me, probably really should be going closer to the third round. He is the consensus second best quarterback in this class, but this class is the key word there. So I think Simpson probably going to end up an Arizona Cardinal. I think he'll fit the style of what LaFleur likes to do, which is, guys that can stand in the pocket and let it rip, like Matt Stafford. But I don't think Simpson's going to be your answer. I do think he'll be a Cardinal. And that's why I don't want to try it up for him. I don't want to give up capital to get Ty Simpson. When I've got plenty better prospects in the 2027 class, heck, I don't know that Simpson would be a top 5 quarterback in next year's class. That says a lot. So I would not trade up for him. But we'll see what happens if he lands here. Final thing I would say, Cardinals are going to draft Ty, and then if he's not the answer, they'll draft a quarterback in 2027. And I think Brissett knows that. And Jacoby Brissett, seeing that he's not the future, he's just a bridge. He's trying to say, guys, I could be the future. I could start for the next few years. I'm good. It's over, Jacoby. You're 33. The Cardinals are playing for their next young franchise quarterback. If that is going to be Ty Simpson, which I really think it is, I want you to tell me the percent chance that the Cardinals draft Ty. On a scale of 1 to 100, where would you put this at right now? I'm literally in the high 90s. Like, it's that high. So let me know your percentage in the comments section that Ty Simpson becomes a Cardinal. That is going to do it for Cardinals today. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss Cardinals news. This one was more wild than any. So I appreciate you all for tuning in to this show. I'll hit you guys with some more videos pretty soon. I'll see you next time.